Number 37, Keaton Brown. Number 21, Tyson Workman. Number 10, Grayson Keith. Number 8, Tanner Adams. Number 30, Liam Farrell. And number 31, Colton Hall. And the rest of the Logan Timberwolves. And now let's meet for your Ripley Mikey. Number 6, John Cruz Quinbinnen. Number 3, Carter Casto. Number 22, Tristan Blake. Number 14, Nate Stoneker. Number 13, Braxton Ramsbottom. Number 11, Braxton Stover. Number 16, Mason Lane. Number 20, Kayla Pekka. And number 34, Xander Woski. And the rest of the Vikings. At this time, we invite you to stand if you're able and remove your caps as we honor America with the singing of the national anthem. Tonight will be sung by Ripley Middle School's very own Ava Eisner.
Good job.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, Ava Eisner.
Ava Eisner singing the national anthem did a very good job there. We're ready for some MVAC baseball tournament here. Logan Middle School Timberwolves against the Ripley Vikings. On the mound for Ripley is John Cruz Clendenin. On the mound for Logan is Anthony Rohr. All right, here we go. We got Dane Pritchard up to bat for Logan.
Leading off the top of the first inning for the Timberwolves, number 12, Dane Pritchard.
John Cruz Clendenin, the pitcher. Dane Pritchard, the center fielder, is batting. These teams split on the season, both won one game apiece. It was a split on the season, so this is the one that counts. He fouls it off. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Nice pitching by John Cruz Clendenin. That's going to bring up Anthony Rohr.
Number 13, Anthony Rohr.
He's also the pitcher for Logan today. He hits one down to the second baseman. Routine play. He's going to be out. That's going to bring up Mason Krause as catcher.
24, Mason Krause.
It's high. 1 ball, no strikes, and Mason Krause. One ball, 1 strike. I think he fouls it off. He hits that one foul. I think it's going to be out of play. Yes. Over there, close to the cars. Yeah, right in between a couple of cars. I had my car parked, and the high school was batting practice, and they came close to getting mine, so I moved it a little further away. All right, we got 2 balls, 2 strikes on Mason Krause. There's 2 outs. It's high, 3-2. That's funny. And he walks him, so Logan gets a runner on.
Now hitting number 37, Keaton Brown.
It's going to bring up Keaton Brown. Logan's head coach is Alex Perry, and Ripley's coach is Duke Gandy. Outside. Two balls, no strikes on Keaton Brown. He called a strike three or strike one, and the runner's still second. It's Mason Kraus over there on second. 2 balls, 1 strike is what the scoreboard shows. Yep, 2-1. Keaton Brown, the big man, batting in that fourth spot. He pops it up foul out of play. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That's going to do it for the top of the first. We head to the bottom of the first inning. The score is 0-0. I want to recognize Evan Cochran. He was one of Logan Middle's starters that was injured recently. He couldn't make the trip. And I appreciate his mother, Missy Cochran, for supporting the stream here tonight. Logan Middle definitely misses Evan Cochran tonight. On the mound is John Cruz Clendenin. Or I'm on the wrong team. Is Anthony Rohr. I think Anthony Rohr is the ace pitcher for Logan. Back here catching is Mason Kraus on his knees. Mason Kraus catching, Anthony Rohr pitching. Center fielder is Dane Pritchard. First baseman's Keaton Brown. Kyson Workman third base. Grayson Keith left field. Tanner Adams right field. Liam Farrell shortstop and Colton Hall second base. All right, here we go. Up to bat. John Cruz Clendenin.
Number 6, John Cruz Clendenin.
Anthony Rohr on the mound. That's an outside pitch. 1 ball, no strikes. That ball's hit a little blooper to the shortstop, and the play is made by Liam Farrell.
Now hitting number 3, Carter Castro.
That's going to bring up Carter Casto, the catcher for Ripley. Nice pitch by Rohr. There's strike 2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That's going to bring up Tristan Blake.
Now batting number 22, Tristan Blake.
There's strike one. No balls, one strike. There is two outs here in the bottom of the first inning. No score. He hits that ball. That might be a base hit. Came in and made the catch. The right fielder, Tanner Adams, with a great catch. That's going to do it for the first inning. We head to the top of the second. There's no score. Tanner Adams with a big catch. Okay, here we go. We are in the top of the second inning. I think it should be Kyson Workman up to bat. The pitchers made quick work of the first inning.
Top of the second inning for the Timberwolves. Number 21, Tyson Workman.
John Cruz Clendenin and Anthony Rohr, both pitchers, made quick work of the first inning. That's a hard hit ball to the shortstop. He got him out. Nice play over there by Liam Farrell at short.
Now batting number 10, Grayson Keith.
My bad. I don't know why I said that. It's Tristan Blake made that play down at shortstop. I get them confused. The uniforms are similar in color. Two balls, one strike on Grayson Keith. There is one out. Both teams look like they have pretty good pitchers out there tonight. I'd say they're both using their best. He walked him. It's going to bring up Tanner Adams.
Now batting number 8, Tanner Adams.
Tanner just came out off the field after making that good play out there in right field. Throw back over. Not in time. Swing and a miss. No balls, 2 strikes on Tanner Adams. Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
Now batting number 30, Liam Farrell.
Here's that shortstop for Logan, Liam Farrell. Catch that outside corner. No balls and 1 strike to Liam Farrell. Another one fouled back. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. He hits one. That might hit for a single. It does. Liam Farrell with a base hit. That's the first hit of the game for either team.
Now batting number 31, Colton Hall.
It's going to bring up Colton Hall, batting in that 9th position. Logan does have 2 outs, but they got runners on first and second. He's consistently calling that outside corner. They're going to have to swing at that. 1 ball, 1 strike. Two balls, 1 strike to Colton Hall. He hits one. That might be a base hit. It is. The run's coming around. Runner's coming. He's safe. And Logan gets on the scoreboard first. That 8th and 9th position in the lineup both got base hits. We got a 1-0 ball game.
Now batting number 12, Dane Pritchard.
It's going to bring up Dane Pritchard. He struck out his first time at bat. Colton Hall still second. So you got runners on second and third with 2 outs. That's low and inside. 2 balls, no strikes to Dane Pritchard. Three and 0. He called a ball. It looked like a pretty good pitch, but it's a ball nevertheless. Bases are loaded now. Anthony Rohr, the pitcher, is up to bat. Logan's got 2 outs, got bases loaded with a 1-0 lead. Nice pitch by Clendenin. That was a little high, 1-1. Nice job by the catcher there, Carter Casto, not letting that ball get by him. There's a strike. Pretty pitch. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Anthony Rohr. He fouls it off. Three and two. No room for him on the bases. A walk will score another run for Logan. There's a nice pitch for John Cruz Clendenin, and the play is made at second base by Braxton Stover. So that's going to do it for the top of the second. We head to the bottom of the second. Logan has a 1-0 lead. Left 3 men stranded there. All right, we want to recognize some of our streaming partners, the City of Logan, Justin Brown State Farm, the Critter Connection, Williamson Auto Sales, the Created and Collected Store, Wicked Good Candle Company, Willow Tree Photography, Small Town Girl Consulting, Necco of Logan, Four Pillars Excavating and Transport, Four Seasons Country Store, Will and Crystal Watkins and Legacy Family Medicine, Jay Mullins and Elite Security, Word of Life Church, Janet's Restaurant, Butcher's Training System, Beckley Welding Supply, Diana Barnett for Logan County Commission, Jamie Evans for Logan County Magistrate, William H. Bill Alderman for Logan County Board of Education, Burley Farrell for Logan County Magistrate, Tony Dean for Logan County Board of Education, and Dr. Jason Cheek for Logan County Board of Education. Thank you to our streaming partners. All right, it's going to bring up Nate Stonecker. This will be his first time at bat. Roar steps off the mound. Swing and a miss. That was a little high. 1 ball, 1 strike. Two balls, 1 strike on Stoniker. That's outside, 3-1. Nate Stoniker looking to become Ripley's first base runner. I'm sure he wants to be, and it looks like he's going to be. He has walked.
Now hitting number 13, Braxton Ramsbottom.
It's going to bring up Braxton Ramsbottom. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike to Ramsbottom. Swing and a miss. 1-2. He fouled that one off. He fouled that one off. That was low, 2-2. Three and two. Three balls, 2 strikes to Ramsbottom. He walked. So with no outs, Ripley threatening here with runners on first and second.
Braxton Stover.
That's going to bring up Braxton Stover, the second baseman. Nice little bunt laid down by Stover. He got him out at first, but the runners advanced to second and third.
Now hitting number 16, Mason Lane.
That's going to bring up Mason Lane with only 1 out and runners on second and third. This ball game's getting interesting. Anthony Roar. Throws the pitch. It's going to be chopped over his head. This could be problems. And everybody's safe and a run scores. That ball was chopped high. No chance to get anybody out there. That's going to be counted as a hit. We got Caleb Pekka, the batter. We got a tie ball game, 1-1 with one out, runners on the corners. That's a hard hit ball. That's going out to left center. Another run scores. It's 2-1 Ripley. That's going to bring up Xander Waski.
Number 34, Xander Wolski.
All right, batting in that ninth position is Xander Waski. Same thing happened with Logan getting that run. The bottom of the lineup, done all the hitting, and there's another one. And another run's going to score. They got him out at third. There's two outs, but it's 3-1 Ripley.
Number 6, John Cruz.
We're back to the top of the lineup. John Cruz cleaned in, and he flew out last time at bat. Swing and a miss. That one's popped up over my head. No balls, two strikes to John Cruz Clendenin. There is two outs, but it's a 3-1 ball game. A runner on second. One ball, two strikes. There's another rip to left field. The runner's coming around. He's going to score. John Cruz cleaned in and knocks a run in. That's going to make it 4-1 Ripley.
Number 3, Carter Castro.
Now we got Carter Castro up to bat. Carter Castro struck out his first time at bat in the first inning. There's a little blooper. That's going to land. Tanner Adams made a diving attempt. He couldn't get it. Run's going to score. 5 runs scored here in the second inning for Ripley. It's a 5-1 ball game.
hitting number 22, Tristan Blake.
That's going to bring up Tristan Blake. He flew out his first time at bat. There's a little pop up. Keaton Brown makes the catch. That's going to do it. They all 9 batters batted here in the bottom of the second inning for Ripley, and they scored 5 runs. It's 5-1 Ripley.
All right, it is trivia time here at the ballpark. Here's your chance to win a free taco. Compliments of Taco Bell. Here's your question. Which major leaguer holds the record for most consecutive stolen bases without getting caught? First one in the press box wins a free taco. Without getting caught, that's 50.
All right, we head to the top of the third inning. We want to recognize Evan Cochran. He was a starter for Logan Middle, and he got injured here recently and couldn't make the trip. I think he has to have surgery, if I'm not mistaken. We want to thank Missy Cochran for supporting the stream tonight. His mother, thank you.
As they take on the Lady Generals of Winfield. First pitch is set for 5:30. That's the first round of the MVAC. 5:30 tomorrow evening. Let's come out and support your Lady Vikings and cheer them on to victory. Good luck, Lady Vikings. Leading off the top of the third inning for the Timberwolves, number 24, Mason Krause.
Okay, here we go. We got Mason Krause starting things off for Logan. He walked the first time at bat back in the first inning. Then on deck is Keaton Brown, followed by Kyson Workman. Foul tipped at strike 1. One and one. He foul ball. One ball, 2 strikes to Mason Krause. 2-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
Now batting number 37, Keaton Brown.
All right, now we got Keaton Brown up to bat. He struck out his first time at bat back in the first inning. He fouls it off. Ball inside. 2 balls, 1 strike to Keaton Brown. There is 1 out. We are in the top of the third. He rips that ball. That might get over the head of the left fielder. It does. Keaton Brown is going for second. He gets a stand-up double. Nice hit by Keaton Brown.
Now batting number 21, Tyson Workman.
All right, it's going to bring up Kyson Workman. There's one out, a runner on second. Kyson grounded out in the second inning. Nice pitch there by John Cruz Clendenin. That's a little high. 1 ball, 1 strike to Kyson Workman. He hits one. It's a little pop up to left field. He's coming in and he makes the catch. It's going to bring up Grayson Keith.
Now batting number 10, Grayson Keith.
No balls, 1 strike on Grayson Keith. He hits one down to the first baseman. It gets him in between his legs. Here, Keaton Brown's going to hold up at third. So Grayson Keith's going to reach on an error. That's going to bring up Tanner Adams. He struck out the last time at bat.
Number 8, Tanner Adams.
Tanner Adams ducks out of the way. Might ought to have taken that hit with the pitch right there. That would have loaded bases up. 2 balls, no strikes. Tanner Adams. He pops it up. Think it's out of play. Yep. Keaton Brown gets back in time over there at third. Three and one. He hits one down to the shortstop. That might be trouble. It is. A run's going to score. Everybody's safe. Tanner Adams knocks one in.
Now batting number 30, Liam Farrell.
That makes it a 5-2 ball game. That one's a little slow developing play to the shortstop, and he gets him. That's going to do it for the top of the third. We head to the bottom of the third. It's 5-2 Ripley. We want to thank some of our streaming partners, the City of Logan, Justin Brown State Farm, the Critter Connection, Williamson Auto Sales, Creative and Collective Store, Wicked Good Candle Company, Willow Tree Photography, Small Town Girl Consulting, Necco of Logan, Four Pillars Excavating and Transport, Four Seasons Country Store, Will and Crystal Watkins, and Legacy Family Medicine, and Jay Mullins at Elite Security. Jay Mullins and the Garage Crew are possibly watching this game tonight.
Leading off the bottom of the third inning for the Vikings. Number 14, Nate Stonecker.
All right, we got Nate Stonecker leading things off here in the bottom of the third for Ripley. There's strike one, 1 ball, 1 strike. That ball's hit pretty hard, but it's going to be foul out of play. All right, Nate Stonecker, the batter, he walked the last time at bat. Back in that big second inning that where Ripley scored 5 runs, he started things off. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Stonecker. Swing and a miss, struck him out. That's going to bring up Braxton Ransbottom.
Of inning number 13, Braxton Ransbottom.
1 ball, no strikes to Ransbottom. He fouls that one off. 1 ball, 1 strike. It's inside. 2 balls, 1 strike. There's a strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Ransbottom. Three and two. Ransbottom walked the last time he at bat in the second inning. He pops this one up. Roar's calling for it. Oh, that's close.
Now batting number 11, Branstead Stover.
It's going to bring up Braxton Stover. He had that real good bunt the last time at bat in the second inning. That's popped up. Keaton Brown's coming. He makes the catch. Keaton Brown. That's going to be 3 outs. We head to the top of the fourth inning. Logan trails by 3 runs. It's 5-2. All right, it's going to bring up Colton Hall.
Fourth inning for the Timberwolves. Number 31, Colton Hall.
He lays one down. He hits one to the pitcher, and he's going to be out. There's 1 out for Logan. It's going to bring us back to the top of the lineup.
Number 12, Dave Pritchard.
Dame Pritchard. Ball one. Ball two. 2 balls, no strikes to Dane Pritchard. That's 3-0. He walks him. Dane Pritchard is walked. It's going to bring up Anthony Rohr. He has grounded out in the first and grounded out in the second. That's been a strike all evening. No balls, 1 strike. He lays down a bunt. The throw to second is not caught, so the runners are going to be on first and second with 1 out.
Now hitting number 24, Mason Krause.
It's going to bring up Mason Krause. He walked in the first inning and then struck out in the third. That's a ball inside. That's low. 2 balls, no strikes. Three and 0. That's low. So they walk bases loaded. It's going to bring up Keaton Brown. He had that double back in the third inning that went over the left fielder's head. Here comes Coach Duke Gandy out to talk to his pitcher. I think this is the first visit to the mound.
Number 37, Keaton Brown.
All right, here's Keaton Brown coming off that big double back in the third inning. He's got bases loaded. He hits a pop up this time to center field. It's shallow center. Oh, he dropped it. 1 run's going to score. 1 man's going to be out at second. I think he took his eye off of it at the last second. So Logan trying to chip away at this lead. It's 5-3 now with 2 outs. Runners on the corners. Oh, I didn't see what number he was.
Now running for the Timberwolves, number 29, Jace Eflin. Now batting for the Timberwolves, number 21, Tyson Workman.
All right, we got Jay Zeppelin over there running. We know he's a quick player, so in basketball he's really quick. So I'd say that's probably a good chance that that's correct. Yeah, that's what they do. I get scorched all the time for making mistakes. All right, one ball, one strike on Carson Workman. Oh, here he comes. That's going to cut it to 1 point. And a runner moves over to third from second as Anthony Rohr comes across the plate. It's 5-4. We got a good ball game going on up here in this MVAC tournament. First round. There's a hard hit ball to the shortstop, but a nice play. And the out is made. That's Tristan Blake over there. All right, we're going to head to the bottom of the fourth. It's a 5-4 ball game. We want to thank some of our sponsors: Word of Life Church, Janet's Restaurant, Butcher's Training System, Beckley Welding Supply, Diana Barnett for Logan County Commission, Jamie Evans for Logan County Magistrate, William H. Bill Alderman for Logan County Board of Education, Burley Farrell for Logan County Magistrate, Tony Dean for Logan County Board of Education, and Dr. Jason Cheek for Logan County Board of Education. Thank you to our streaming partners.
Of the fourth inning for the Vikings, number 16, Mason Blake.
All right, here we go. Mason Lane leading things off in the bottom of the fourth, and a 5-4 ball game. We got a good game going on here in this tournament. The winner advances to the championship, I think, on Monday. And Mason Lane gets a hit up the middle. Nice job hitting.
Now batting, number 20, Caleb Pekka.
Mason Lane started out that hitting going in the second inning when they scored those 5 runs. He started it out with a nice hit. There was 3 hits in a row, and the second one was by Caleb Pekka, the batter now. And on deck is Xander Waski. All 3 of those guys got a hit there in the second inning. And they are in the 7th, 8th, and 9th spot of the batting order. So that's a pretty good job to get those hits down on the order. Coach, head coach Alex Perry came out and said something to the umpire. I'm not sure what it was. I'm sure it's friendly. So 1 ball, 1 strike on Pekka. That shot over the, it's going to be caught by the center fielder. He gets back in time there. Dane Pritchard makes a catch out there in center field. I thought that ball was going to land.
Now batting, number 34, Xander Wolski.
It's going to bring up Xander Woski. Like I said, he got a hit the last time at bat back in that second inning. That's low. 2-0. It's been called a strike all night. 2 balls, 1 strike. There is 1 out here in the bottom of the fourth. 5-4. Logan trailing by 1. That's foul tip. 2-2. It's in the dirt, full count. Or should I say turf? It's in the turf. There's a shot. It gets by the third baseman, Kyson Workman.
Now batting, number 6, John Cruz.
That's going to bring up John Cruz Clendenin. The pitcher, he has flew out and he got a hit in the second inning. I think he got an RBI single back in the second inning. He rips it foul. Hit it pretty hard toward the cars. Ooh. Close call again in the same area where those 2 trucks are at. There's a little chopper foul. 1 ball, 2 strikes on John Cruz Clendenin. Ward steps off the plate. That's low. 2 balls, 2 strikes to John Cruz Clendenin. There's a chopper down to third base. He tags him. Not in time at first. So the play was made at third. Nice job over there by Kyson Workman. Gonna bring up Carter Casto. Carter Casto had a hit in the second inning, struck out in the first. One ball, no strikes on Casto. There's two outs, runners on first and second. He hits it to right field, and is it caught? Did he make that catch? The pole was in the way. Yeah, he made the catch. Nice job out there in right field by Tanner Adams.
All right, it's trivia time once again. Get your thinking caps on. We're going for another free taco. Compliments of Taco Bell. Here's your question. Here we go. The record for the most games with 7 or more RBIs is 9. Who holds this record? 7 or more RBIs in a major league game is 9. Who holds this record? First one in the press box is a winner of a brand new unopened taco. Compliments of Taco Bell.
So the trivia question is, who has the 9 RBIs? Yeah. She's back in here for more.
Still looking for an answer.
Who has the record for the most RB?
Congratulations, Annalise Lana. You are a winner.
We have a winner.
The correct answer is Lou Gehrig.
Lou Gehrig had the record.
Games with 7 or more RBIs, 9. Lou Gehrig. Congratulations.
Lou Gehrig had 9 games with 7 or more RBIs. All right, we got a good game going on here. We want to give a shout out to Evan Cochran again. He was one of Logan Middle School starters that got injured recently and couldn't make it to the game. We want to thank Missy Cochran, his mother, for supporting the stream tonight. All right, we got Grayson Keith batting. We are now in the top of the fifth. It's down to the nitty gritty here. Couple innings to go, possibly. It's a 5-4 ball game. It's high, 2 balls, no strikes to Grayson Keith. He walked in the second and reached on an error in the third. Is the way I scored it, but I'm not always correct. 2 balls, 1 strike to Grayson Keith. He hits one down to the second baseman, and the play is made. Nice job out there by Braxton Stover. That's going to bring up Tanner Adams. He struck out in the second and got an RBI single in the third. All right, they're talking it over. Let's give a shout out to some of our streaming partners, the City of Logan, Justin Brown State Farm, the Critter Connection, Williamson Auto Sales, the Creative and Collective Store, Wicked Good Candle Company, Willow Tree Photography, Small Town Girl Consulting, NECO of Logan, Four Pillars Excavating and Transport, Four Seasons Country Store, Will and Crystal Watkins, a Legacy Family Medicine, and Jay Mullins, an Elite Security.
the Vikings, number 13, Braxton Ramsbottom.
All right, we've got Braxton Ramsbottom is pitching now for the Vikings. I want to give a shout out to Jay Mullins and Elite Security. Jay called me before this game, said him and the crew.
Number 8, Tanner Adams.
He said him and the garage crew over at Midburg will be tuning in and also watching West Virginia. So some sports fanatics over there on Middleburg tonight. All right, here we go. We got Tanner Adams up to bat. Ramsbottom is the pitcher now. John Cruz Clendenin is behind the plate now. He's the one that pitched a good game so far, and he pitched his limit. So now Ramsbottom has taken over. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Tanner Adams. Tanner Adams struck out in the second and then had an RBI single in the third. You walked him. Oh, he struck him out. He called it a strike. He's out. I thought it was a pretty good pitch.
Now batting, number 30, Liam Farrell.
It's going to bring up Liam Farrell, the shortstop. He got a hit in the second, grounded out in the third. So there's 2 outs here in the top of the fifth. There's a strike. Ripley 5, Logan 4. Swing and a miss, 0-2. Pretty good pitch, called a ball though. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. We are in the top of the fifth. It's a 5-4 ball game. That's going to do it for the top of the fifth. We head to the bottom of the fifth. It's Ripley 5, Logan 4. We want to give a shout out to some of our streaming partners: Word of Life Church, Janet's Restaurant, Butcher's Training System, Beckley Welding Supply, Diana Barnett for Logan County Commission, Jamie Evans for Logan County Magistrate, William H. Bill Alderman for Logan County Board of Education, Burley Farrell for Logan County Magistrate, Tony Dean for Logan County Board of Education, and Dr. Jason Cheek for Logan County Board of Education. Thank you to our streaming partners. We got Kyson Workman in the pitch for Logan. Both of the starters had reached their limit. All right, to start this bottom of the fifth inning, I want to recognize Evan Cochran. Evan Cochran is in our prayers. He was a starter for Logan that was injured recently. We got Tristan Blake up to bat. Tristan has flew out both times at bat tonight. Nice pitch. 2 balls, 1 strike. Tyson Workman on the mound for Logan. It's popped up out of play. 2 balls, 2 strikes. It's low, 3-2. That ball's hit hard to the shortstop, fielded cleanly, and the play is made. That's, I think it's still Liam Farrell out there at short. It looks like Roar might be at short now. They moved him around a little bit. All right, we got Stoniker up to bat. He walked in the second and struck out in the third. Nate Stoniker. Two balls, 1 strike. Stoniker. Oops, my bad. He fouled it off. Still 2 balls, 2 strikes. Strike 3 called. He struck him out. It's going to bring up Braxton Ramsbottom.
Now batting number 13, Braxton Ramsbottom.
1 ball, no strikes to Ramsbottom. He popped up the last time and walked his first time. Swing and a miss, 1-1. Tyson Workman seems to have pretty good control out there. 1 ball, 2 strikes. There is 2 outs. Both the relievers for both teams came in and did a pretty good job. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, struck him out. So Cosum Workman comes in and gets the job done. We head to the top of the 6th inning. The score is Ripley 5, Logan 4.
Looking for the best three dancers for a free frosty. A little YMCA, please. Let me see your names and groups. You're embarrassing yourself.
That's funny.
Leading off the top of the 6th inning for the Timberwolves, number 31, Colton Hall.
All right, we got Colton Hall batting in that 9th spot. He has got a hit in the 2nd and grounded out in the 4th. Nice pitch, 1 ball, 1 strike to Colton Hall. That's 1 ball, 2 strikes, I do believe. He fouls it off. Two balls, 2 strikes to Colton Hall. That ball is hit to center field, and it is caught. That's going to bring it back to the top of the lineup. Dane Pritchard.
Now batting, number 12, Dane Richard.
He hits one right up the middle over top of second base to get things started for Logan. Dane Pritchard with a hit. That's going to bring up Anthony Rohr.
Now batting, number 13,
Oh,
Anthony Rohr.
yeah, Anthony Rohr. Anthony grounded out twice and bunted his last time at bat. He lays down a bunt. Play is made. The runner moves over to second with 2 outs, and Logan has the tying run on second.
Everybody clap your hands.
Of inning number 24, base hit, Kraus.
All right, that brings up Mason Krause. Two balls, no strikes. Mason Krause. There is 2 outs. Got a runner on. The tying run is on second. There's a strike. 3 balls, 1 strike. He rips one down to the shortstop, fields it cleanly, and the play is made. That's 3 out. All right, we head to the bottom of the 6th inning. It's Ripley 5, Logan 4. We want to shout out some of our streaming partners, the City of Logan, Justin Brown State Farm, a Critter Connection, Williamson Auto Sales, Created and Collected Store, Wicked Kennel Company, Willow Tree Photography, Small Town Girl Consulting, NECO of Logan, Four Pillars Excavating and Transport, Four Seasons Country Store, Will and Crystal Watkins and Legacy Family Medicine, and Jay Mullins and Elite Security.
In the best of the best track meet tomorrow in Huntington, these three are Caden Searles, Christian Contreras, and Maverick Brotherton. They have qualified for the state middle school tournament. Let's give all three of these a great big round of applause. Congratulations. Leading off the bottom of the 6th inning for the Vikings, number 11, Rexton Stover.
All right, leading off for Ripley is Braxton Stover. Braxton had a good bunt back in the second and then popped up in the third. That's the last time he batted. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Strike called.
Now batting number 16, Mason Lane.
It's going to bring up Mason Lane. Swing and a miss. No balls, one strike to Mason Lane. That's in the dirt, in the turf. There's a strike. One ball, two strikes on Mason Lane. There is one out here in the bottom of the sixth. Logan trails by 1 run. It's 5-4 Ripley. Lane steps out of the box. Two balls, two strikes to Mason Lane. It's low. 3-2. Mason Lane is 2 for 2. He had a hit in the second and a hit in the fourth. Batting in that seventh spot. There's strike three called. So Kyson Workman struck out two straight.
Now batting number 20, Caleb Becca.
Kyson Workman doing a good job for Logan. He struck out 4 out of 5 batters. But he's got one more to face right here in the bottom of the sixth. And this guy got a hit and then flew out. Caleb Pekka. There's a strike. Swing and a miss. Two good pitches. No balls, two strikes to Caleb Pekka. There is 2 outs. We are in the bottom of the sixth. Logan trails by 1. Just outside. Swing and a miss. Struck all 3 batters out here in the bottom of the sixth. This is the last chance for Logan. Possibly. They need 1 run to tie it, 2 to go ahead. We are headed to the top of the 7th inning. The score is Ripley 5, Logan 4. If you all have not subscribed to the page, please subscribe to Pete TV YouTube channel. I appreciate it. Hit that bell for notifications, but be sure to subscribe to the channel if you don't mind, and share the stream to Facebook if you don't mind also. Get some people on there to watch this 7th inning. It's coming down to the wire. Logan trails by 1 run, but subscribe to the channel if you don't mind. I appreciate it.
Here you go, one more trivia question for a free car wash. Compliments of Wainwright Car Wash. Remember, it's got to be right. It's got to be Wainwright right. When was the present Ripley High School constructed? What year was the current Ripley High School constructed? First one. With the free car wash. Compliments of Wainwright Car Wash. Good luck.
Keaton Brown.
Timberwolves, number 37, Keaton Brown.
All right, we got Keaton Brown. He got a struck out in the first, doubled in the third, and reached on an error in the fourth. He's got one ball, it's popped up. Second baseman makes the play. Logan's down to 2 more outs. That's going to bring up Kyson Workman, the pitcher. There's another shot down to the second baseman. And then Logan's down to the last out. There's 2 outs. That's going to bring up Grayson Keith. He walked, reached on error, and grounded out back in the 5th. There's a strike. That one's outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. He rips one foul. Everybody clap your hands. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Logan down to the last strike. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that's going to do it. Your final score is Ripley 5, Logan 4. And we'll see you all next week. Monday night, Logan plays Chapmanville for the senior night. So we'll see you all next week. Y'all, thank you all for tuning in. Y'all have a good one. Logan Middle School played a good game. They come up 1 run short. All right, y'all have a good one.